Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Deathbat, and right now we're going to be telling a story of when I was in the juniors military. Okay, so it was freshman year, and we get a little tour of the school when right before we're about to go in, and we get to choose our electives, basically. And so, because I've heard stories of my grandfather who is in the Korean War, um, I was actually wanting to join ROTC to kind of have the life that he did, to see if I can live up to his potential and all that. I didn't know him for too long. I had moved to this city when I was about six, I think, 6 or 5. When you're about that age, when you're about from 6 to 8 years old, well, probably me, but I actually didn't really have that good of a memory. So I only have a few memories of him, but I really did think, in a way I could have made him proud. And so that's why I wanted to join, was because I wanted to, make him proud, and I also wanted to see if I can, do what he did. We were walking around the school, me and my mom, and the school, or not the school counselor, but the freshman counselor. And we were walking around the halls, and we went to a back hall, and it was actually the ROTC room. And I was talking to him about, joining. He was telling me that the majority of the kids who are actually in this class actually are forced to join as a punishment. Like, their parents make them join as like a punishment. And the look on his face, I'll never forget it. 4 years later, the look on his face when I told him I was wanting to join, he was almost like, "Wait, really?" Like, it was pretty fun. There's actually a lot of people that I actually know still to this day who were in ROTC with me. So I had pretty short hair, of course, because the standard quota in it, and I was kind of okay with having short hair, but then I realized, middle school, my hair was really long, and I missed that, so it came to about maybe early junior year when I actually got sick of my hair being long, or sick of my hair being short, sorry. And so I had decided to grow it out. Well, they were, telling me, "Oh, you gotta get a haircut, you gotta get a haircut." And oh god, it was like for 3 months straight I was telling them, I was telling them, like, I've been asking to get out. Like, I've been trying to get out. Like, you guys aren't listening to me. Like, I don't want in here anymore. Like, and see, the thing is, I had lots of fun. Like, I'll tell you all my experiences in ROTC in this video, and if I decided I missed out on anything else, and I'll tell you all about that. So, we went to like football games. We got to get in for free, and what was it? It was my second girlfriend. She was in ROTC with me. She was an upperclassman, which means she already graduated by now. And I'd go to the football games with her. It was fun, 'cause we got to get in for free. I never really been the sportsy type of guy, but I've never really, yeah, I haven't been the type of sports guy ever in my life. I've never enjoyed sports. I could never really sit down and watch sports and enjoy it, or pretend to enjoy it. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of people still to this day. And if you didn't know, Brendan actually was in ROTC with me, but he was in ROTC because I think there was some kind of assignment disorder with the school, because like he had asked to be put into something else, but they couldn't, I think. And he was in that class with me, and that's how I knew him. But kind of that's how I knew him, because we already had English class before that. But I didn't really get into English class that he was in until like maybe the third or fourth week, because they realized I was in the wrong one. They had put me in sophomore English when I was a freshman, and I was like, why is this, like, why does this shit I don't understand? Okay, and so, that's how I met him. So I could say if it wasn't for ROTC, I wouldn't meet him, but also it was English class was the reason why. Um, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of people that I still know to this day who are in ROTC, who I still talk to. They're still in school and they message me. They're like, "Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?" And the typical response, I'm just like, "I'm doing good. I'm just healing." But I'm sorry. I guess I should go ahead and get to the point of the video. But basically, the reason why I had gotten out because I was very how do you say? I was very insecure about my hair. I was very iffy about my hair being short. My current girlfriend, Sarah, my last and current, she was, she liked my hair either way. She liked it short, she liked it long. She didn't really give a shit, which I like that. Okay, so like she loved my hair either way, but I didn't. Like I wanted it long because I thought it looked more attractive long, and so to piss off ROTC, I had actually dyed my hair black, which was like a big no-no to them. Like you couldn't dye your hair, you couldn't, grow it out, keep it short. You can be anywhere from military cut standard down to bald. They didn't give a shit, but you can't dye your hair. So I dyed my hair black, and I actually got called in by my colonel, and he asked me, no joke, he asked me if something was going on at home. And I'm like, no. No, and he kept staring at my arms. He kept staring at my arms like looking at me like I, cut myself or something. I'm like, no. Like, I'm not mad or nothing. This is just the look that I like, and there's nothing wrong with that, or I thought there was nothing wrong with that. Apparently there is, but whatever. And I couldn't really deal with having really short hair, so I wanted to grow it out. And it doesn't look bad, but then it got really, really fucking hot. It came like September or October, and I just couldn't really deal with the hair being real bushy. It became a humongous pain in the ass to groom constantly, because like you'd be sitting there in the bathroom in the morning, and it's that time of year where it's like hot in the morning, hot at night, and you'd actually be sweating while you're straightening your hair, and it's like fucking up your hair really bad. It's making it all natty. And see, my hair is naturally it's naturally thick. It's very thick and bushy. It was basically like trying to straighten an afro, and it wasn't really going to work out that well. And so I had gotten my hair shortened back, and I don't know, I thought it was for me, but once you get out of ROTC, you can't get back in, which is fine because I didn't want back in. I actually have a couple friends who actually went back in. I'm like, nah. But right when I left ROTC, everyone was leaving with me. And from this day forward, I will have looks from both Chief and Colonel. They'll look at me kind of like, you did this. And I just think it's kind of funny, though, because it's not my fault. I didn't tell nobody to leave. Even my closest friends I didn't talk to. It was just kind of one of those things where like you automatically knew you were friends because that's how close you were. When you're in ROTC, you're basically like a family, and that's what I liked about it. And Chief had actually said that before, and Chief had I was like really like gray or like white hair, like snow white hair. He was an older guy, but he wasn't wrinkly. He was just really like tall. And we were on the lunchroom eating, and he was sitting next to us, and he said something like we're all a family. And oh Jesus Christ, I don't know why I did this. But after he said that we were a family, I stood up in front of everybody, and I looked him dead in the eye, and I said, "Grandpa!" And everyone at the table started laughing, and the other half of the table were like looking at me like, what the fuck? And I don't know why. I just thought that was a funny little story to share, because I almost forgot about it, actually. Anyways, this video is about to end the clip of Grand Theft Auto, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up and say, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. Recently, I'd gained a couple subscribers, and a couple of them are close friends, and I just want to say thank you guys so much, and more content will be coming your way. I hope my videos are interesting, and if they're not, then tell me how to step up my game, and I'll do it. Have a nice day.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!